Hi everybody, I have this harmonica that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. And if I'm going to do a gig or play with somebody, I'd rather have one that works all the time. But the good news is with something like this harmonica is it forces you into improvising right away something else that you intend to do. I mean, it's all by instinct after you practice it. But like, if I want to go so let's just start a typical 12-bar blues, second position. I have a D harmonica here, and see what happens with the notes, what notes fail me, because there will be some. See, already happened there. So, okay, I'm not going to use this at a gig, but what I could do is that's on the 5. This is a lick from when we're on the 5. Instead of going a typical 5 lick like. See, there's all kinds of stuff that's wrong with this harmonica. But I thought it would be a good harp to explain to you instead of just throwing them away to try to practice around them. So, my goal for this phrase here is a 5, draw, and then 4, draw, 4, blow for the 5 part. Instead of doing the, I want to just sound like. And then you can repeat that with the 4, doing the same idea, going 4, draw, bend. And since the 3 notes blow isn't working right, I will just slide it down to the second note, draw, which is the same note. So the lick is. Instead of, and then you get to the turnaround. Instead of doing the, which is just fine and sounds great. It's just the idea is that if you practice this several times, or maybe 20 or 30 times, just to have it not as part of other things, then you'll have anything that you can do a little bit different, in my opinion, than to start directly on the root note. Just makes it a little bit more interesting. Not always, but it's just a different. Sorry about saying too many times, but I hope you do know that it's like, okay, do stuff that's practice stuff that doesn't seem to be as familiar to our ears as what we hear, or what we hear a lot in blues and players, because people can get lazy, and I'm no exception, and then just sort of be content, with what they know how to do, instead of. So, now that 4 is blow is not doing right. So if that happens, then you better get around it with something else. So I'd like you could do that, which is another lick too, which is cool. And that one you might have can tell isn't working either. I want to do that 2 or 3 blow thing, but it's not. So if I can't do that, then if I'll recognize that I can't do it at first, I mean, that happens at a gig, then you got to deal with that. But if you know that's not going to work when you're practicing, then there's no point in only to practice it with the intention of saying, okay, when I run into a blocked note, what do I do? Okay, so it sounds kind of weird because there's that space there. See what I mean? Okay, best to do something away from that note. Like the turnaround or whatever. But now, so that 5 bend, which I'm obsessing on, because that pressure note in the is the 4 draw bend. Anyway, those are 2 licks, 5 and a 4 to practice, and I hope that this has helped you some to do that. Go through it one more time slow. 5. That's the bend. 4 draw, 4 blow. And then the pressure note, 4 draw bend. Dropping it down to the 3 and the 2. Now, on a good harp, it would just be 4 draw, then 3 draw, 3 blow, or 4 or 2 draw. But because this ain't such a great harp, and you can't depend on that note being clear, let's just practice it like that. So again, the 5 draw bend. To the 4 draw, 4 blow. And yeah, have fun with that. And then just on the 1, then going back to the 1, and if I'm knowing that 3, now it works, of course. And you could take that same idea and start in the 1 with it. You don't have to do, again, not starting on the root note on the A and the C harmonica and or whatever, the root note on the 2nd or 3rd. So I just did this 5 draw bend, 4 draw, 4 blow, 4 draw bend, 3 draw, 2 draw. So what if I go back there for the 1? Got it. Now that one's not working on the 5. So I better go. So you can use the same licks on the 5 and the 4 back to the 1. As we all know, I guess. And then turn around and then sort of for the 4, you don't have to just be on the root note. You go and back to the 1. I mean, everybody knows that you don't have to be on the root note when you do the 5, and then, but I'm stating the obvious. But it's just that here's a cool lick for it, and I know sometimes I get lazy on that 5/4, and I'll just go to the 5 on that draw, 4 draw or 1 draw, and 4 blow or 1, blow back to that. Just instead, just ride on it like. Or instead of thinking, well, just try to come out of the box, that what they call it. Come out of the, think outside typical licks and what we hear people do over and over again. Wow, took me a lot of time to say a little bit. So, to say what, I hope you all get it, and sorry for the long explanations. The harmonica, these harps aren't any good. They're still good for something, though. Thank y'all very much for watching, and have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're at.